This is Bermagui, New South Wales.
This hidden gem on the New South Wales Sapphire Coast is packed with breathtaking beaches, stunning natural rock pools and some of the freshest seafood you'll ever taste. In this Australia travel vlog, we'll be sharing our top things to do in Bermagui, from scenic swimming spots to tasty local eats. Is Bermagui the next Byron Bay? Keep watching to find out. Bermagui is famous for its deep sea fishing and game fishing. Bermagui is the closest point to the continental shelf on the eastern coast of Australia, and that's what makes it such a prime location for fishing.
With all that fishing going on in Bermagui, you have to have some fresh seafood. And you can't get much fresher than blue wave seafood on Bermagui Fisherman's Wharf. So this is freshly caught. It's really good value. This was $18 and you get a serving of chips, a few wedges of lemon, and you get to dole out your own chicken salt, which we went to town on. I love chicken salt. So I'm gonna just crack into it. Oh, yeah. So we got a blue grenadier fish, which is a very popular commercial fish in Australia from this area in the south of Australia. And it is so light and flaky, and then it's got that really super crispy, nicely fried batter. This is just perfection.
On a warm day in Bermagui, you have to try some gelato. It's just begging for it. So we've come to Bermagui Gelati Clinic and we've got a double scoop of, this is apple pie, as well as strawberry guava. So this was $9. The Gelati Clinic's been around for 21 years in Bermagui, so it's a local institution and they've got some amazing flavors. They try to source local ingredients wherever they can. Oh, this looks so yummy. Oh, that apple pie is so creamy, and there are hints of cinnamon in there as well. Oh, that's really tasty. And I've got to lick this really fast because it's melting in the heat. The strawberry and guava flavour is really nice as well. There's a little bit of a tang to it, as well as it being really sweet. So I think it balances the creamy apple pie really well. It's just perfect to have on a beautiful day like today. And you can find the Bermagui Gelati Clinic on the Fisherman's Wharf in Bermagui.
We're on Main Beach in Bermagui, overlooking Horseshoe Bay, and this place is like a dream. You've got vibrant, crystal clear water, gentle waves lapping onto the beach, and in the distance is Mother Mountain, also known as Gulaga, which is very significant to the Aboriginal women in the area. There are so many great swimming spots in Bermagui. This is Bruce Steer Ocean Swimming Pool. Honorbread is a very popular bakery in Bermagui, and there were queues out the door. Now you can get takeaway, or there's a nice courtyard area out the back. They've got bread, they've got sandwiches, they've got a selection of pastries. We've got some of their most popular dishes. So we've got the sausage roll. They've got 3 different types. We decided to get the pork and fennel. We've got a Kardemummabullar. We've got the Kardemummabullar, which is a Swedish scroll which has cardamom in it. And we have the Good Morning bun, which looks very delicious with an egg and a bit of ham on top. And let's get into it. So I've got the pork and fennel sausage roll here. How much was this, John?
$11.50.
$11.50, and it comes with, that looks like a chutney. Oh, that's very nice. You see that? Yeah. Ooh, that chutney's got a bit of a kick to it, quite a bit of heat. And then the pork and fennel is just a winning combination in a sausage roll. This is very tasty. The Good Morning bun just looks pretty as a picture. I love how it's got the sesame seeds and it's got the herbs and stuff on top. Ooh, and I can see there's some caramelized onion there as well. That's very nice. That caramelized onion gives it a beautiful bit of sweetness. And then you can taste the herbs from the pesto. The cheese is nice and melted on top. And then you've got the bread on the bottom, which is really savory and nice and chewy. Okay, well, I've never seen a Kardemummabullar before, but it looks very interesting. And I guess it's, you know, fairly similar to a scroll that you'd have in any sort of Australian bakery. So a lot of spices there. That pastry is really buttery. It's got a nice crumb and it kind of melts in your mouth. And then you've got the spices, the cinnamon, you've got some cinnamon sugar on top, as well as cardamom, which comes in like little pieces of cardamom. So you kind of bite into them and they give you a good little crunch. That is really tasty.
We were lucky enough to be in Bermagui for the annual Sculpture Bermagui exhibition. The exhibition attracts artists from all around Australia and beyond, and it's just a really great space. There are outdoor installations all the way up Dixon Point Headland, as well as an indoor exhibition as well. So it's a really great exhibition. I actually think it's better than Sculptures by the Sea in Sydney. Bermagui Headland is such an awesome space to have an outdoor sculpture exhibition. You've got the beautiful beaches as a backdrop, as well as Mother Mountain.
I've been so impressed by all the vegetarian cafes we found on the South Coast, and Boneless Vegetarian Cafe in Bermagui is another example. So this is a beautifully decorated cafe and it's got views overlooking the water. So it's a beautiful spot, it's very popular. And beware, you might have a bit of a wait. It took us 20 minutes to get these eggs, but these are the boneless eggs and they're a scrambled egg with scallions. They've got Danish feta, the homemade Sriracha chili oil, and it comes on an Honorbread sourdough bread. So beautifully presented. And with the menu, I saw some hemp smoothies on the menu. A bit expensive, but they look so good. So let's tuck into this. So this was $22. I love the presentation of this. It's really pretty. Oh, those eggs are beautifully scrambled till they're silky smooth, and you can definitely get a bit of heat from that chili oil. And I don't think I tried some Danish feta with it yet. Let's just give that a try. Oh. That is so creamy and salty, and it goes perfectly with those eggs.
The Bermagui Beach Hotel is another local favourite. With stunning views over Horseshoe Bay, it's the perfect spot to enjoy classic pub fare in a relaxed coastal setting. Behind me are the Blue Pools of Bermagui. It is such an awesome spot. I know we say this with every water spot we get to in Bermagui, but this is definitely no exception. Everyone we've spoken to have told us to come to the Blue Pools, and we've been really lucky because there've been some big storms of late that have flushed out the pools, and we're left with really crystal clear water. It's a really hot day right now, and I'm really looking forward to getting in. From iconic rock pools like the Blue Pool to stretches of untouched coastline, you'll find stunning spots in every direction. Bermagui really spoils you for choice when it comes to places to swim and relax. We're at Cuttagee Beach, which is a glorious set of sand a couple of kilometres south of Bermagui. So it is just a great start to your day, and if you have a dog, it's an off-leash area, so perfect to take a morning stroll. There are beaches to suit every taste along the Sapphire Coast, including Oman's Beach, one of the few clothing optional spots in the area. Ideal if you like your beach days with a little extra freedom. If you're into your wines, the Sapphire Coast has a number of vineyards to visit. We're at Mimosa Wines. It's a really beautiful setting overlooking the Mimosa Rocks National Park, and there's also a restaurant on site where you can get a fine dining experience for lunch and dinner.
We're at Montreal Goldfield, and its claim to fame is that it's the only goldfield in Australia that runs into the sea. So gold was first found here on the beach, and a gold rush happened here in the 1880s, running from 1880 up to 1883. And with that gold rush, 2,000 people came to the area, and that's why the town of Bermagui was created. So nowadays, Montreal Goldfields is a heritage centre. You can come here and take tours. It's $10 for adults, and you can meet guides like our wonderful guide Chris, who has a wealth of information about goldfields and the general area. Tours run from 2 p.m. on Thursday to Sunday.
We stayed at historic Henkley Farm, a beautiful farm stay just a 20-minute drive from Bermagui. The country hospitality here is next level. From fresh veggies straight out of the garden to a personal tour around the farm by owners Les and Richard. We were even welcomed by one of the neighbours on arrival. There's nothing like waking up to rolling green hills, feeding the chickens and cows, and soaking up the peaceful farm vibes. If you'd love a cosy farm stay experience like this, check out the link in our video description to book your stay. And while you're here, don't miss our Tilba travel guide, where we show you around these charming heritage twin towns and share why we absolutely fell in love with them. Bermagui is a scenic 5-hour drive south from Sydney along the Princess Highway. If you're coming from Canberra, it's about a 3-hour drive. By bus, Premier Motor Service operates a direct daily coach from Sydney's Central Station to Bermagui. The journey takes approximately 8.5 hours. From Canberra, while there's no direct bus to Bermagui, you can take Murray's Coaches service to Batemans Bay, then transfer to Premier Motor Service to Bermagui. The total journey takes around 5.5 hours.
We hope you enjoyed our Australia travel vlog on the south coast of New South Wales. If you did, be sure to give it a like and leave us a comment. And if you want to see more travel vlogs like this, then be sure to subscribe. We are Bucket List Travellers. See you next time.